regard as the representatives of Kashmiri people, our services and cooperation remain at your disposal, sir. Once again, I thank you all for the support and solidarity, especially expressed through Kashmir Day today. Long live Kashmir struggle, long live Pakistan. I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Fighter in the recurring history of resistance, a very known name, Burhan Muzaffar Wani. Burhan Muzaffar Wani, who gave a new direction to the Kashmiri freedom movement, choosing a much-required journey of disseminating the stories of oppression and brutality in every nook and corner of the world. He equipped himself with digital tools to show the world the kind of sufferings they have been going through, the kind of oppressions and brutalities they have been living through. Not less than an informal reporter capturing the horror of barbarism and persistent tyranny of the Indian forces, he became a victim of the savage forces of India in 2016 and became another number in the list of hundreds of martyrs in this cause. He will always be remembered as all other persons who lived for a cause and laid down their lives for it. Let's have a glimpse at his precious pearl moments of struggle.
Has given a new dimension to the social and cultural ways of living all around the globe. Our Facebook walls and Twitter accounts are speaking loudly on every issue. The common man is now having his or her say. The monopoly of electronic media seems to be fizzling out as disagreements cannot be challenged effectively by the appropriate use of social media.
Social media is a technology.
In the same manner, the freedom-fighting movements are also no exception to this change. For Kashmiris, social media was a respite. So now, let's talk about the one who started all this in Indian-occupied Kashmir. Let me introduce you with the first digital freedom fighter of the century, Burhan Wani. In early 2013, Burhan Wani was a social media activist for freedom fighters who used social media against Indian occupying forces in a classical manner.
Burhan Wani.
Burhan Wani.
Burhan Wani.
Burhan Wani. Burhan Wani.
The killings and tortures were recorded by Wani and his team and uploaded on social media in the blink of an eye. He was telling the untold stories of genocide every day. This prompt and unstoppable social media campaign of Burhan Wani soon made him the poster boy of the many.
वो हमारा पोस्टर बॉय है और मैं नहीं सिर्फ ये कह रही, श्रीनगर में रहने वाले हिंदुओं ने ये कहा.
Wani was a symbol of freedom, now a fighter who showed the world the real face of Indian Army. He was now on the hit list.
इस बुरहान वानी की हत्या नहीं कर सके आप.
Indian Army was searching his tracks like a sniffer dog. On 8th of July 2016, Wani was assassinated by Indian Army. Social media of Kashmir blew up like a volcano. Hundreds of hashtags were trended not only in Kashmir but worldwide. Facebook was fuming with anger with millions of graphics uploaded in split seconds to honor their hero. The reaction of Kashmiris was so lethal that Facebook India started hunting down the profiles who were supporting Burhan Wani. Instantly, the battle was shifted to Twitter. Facebook was now in the line of fire on Twitter. Tweets from all over the world started bashing Facebook. And even Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, was questioned for their illegal ban on Wani. At last, after 10 days, Facebook had to change its policy and the pictures of Burhan Wani were now flooding on Facebook. Wani can never die. He will be remembered as someone who changed the complexion of freedom movements, from gun to cell phone, from blood to Facebook posts, from fire to tweet. God bless Wani. As Wani is Kashmir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable President, members of the Cabinet, dignitaries, Assalamu alaikum. मेरा जो गांव है जेलम में, it's almost over the last villages on the border of Kashmir. हमारा जो मीरपुर, मंगला और फिर जेलम में लद्दड़ मेरा गांव है, it's just a stone throw away from Kashmir, I would say. और हमारा जो रिश्ता है कश्मीर से और कश्मीरियों से, वो थोड़ा सा शायद इसलिए मुख्तलिफ है बाकियों से कि I would say we are brothers in blood. हमारी रिश्तेदारियां हैं, हमारे लोग उधर बसते हैं, उनके लोग हमारी तरफ बसते हैं, और हमारा जो आपस का एक दुख दर्द जिसको हम कहेंगे वो साझे। तो जब भी कश्मीर के अंदर कोई उफ्ताद आती है, जब भी कश्मीर का कोई दर्द होता है, तो ये दर्द हमें सबसे पहले महसूस होता है। वो पूरा पाकिस्तान उस दर्द को, उस कर्ब को महसूस करता है, लेकिन हम चूँकि बहुत करीब हैं तो हमें ये दर्द सबसे पहले ज़रूर महसूस होता है। और 1990 के बाद जिस तरीके से कश्मीर में एक तहरीक उठी और जिस तरीके से हमने देखा कि हिंदुस्तान ने मिलिटराइज किया कश्मीर को, यानी हर 10 कश्मीरियों के ऊपर एक इंडियन फौजी इस वक्त कश्मीर में है। So that makes Kashmir one of the most militarized region in the world. तो जब इतनी ज़्यादा मिलिटराइजेशन होगी, इतनी ज़्यादा ऑक्यूपेशन होगी, तो फिर उसका नतीजा क्या होगा? उसका नतीजा ये होगा कि आप उसके ऊपर नफरत उभरेगी। और आज कश्मीर के अंदर हम ये देखते हैं कि हत्ता कि वो कश्मीरी लीडरशिप जो रवायती तौर के ऊपर पाकिस्तान की हमायती नहीं है, वो भी इस बात के ऊपर कायल है कि कश्मीर के अंदर ये जो तहरीक है ये अब दबने वाली नहीं है। चाहे फारूक अब्दुल्ला हो, महबूबा मुफ्ती हो या और दीगर सियासतदान हो जो रवायती तौर के ऊपर जो पाकिस्तान का स्टांस है या जो कश्मीरियों का स्टांस है उस तरह से उसके साथ नहीं खड़े हुए, वो भी अब ये कहने पर मजबूर है कि जो मामला है ये कश्मीर का, ये भारत से संभलता नहीं। और जिस तरह अरुंधति रॉय ने कहा कि पहले इंडिया ने कश्मीर को ऑक्युपाई किया हुआ था, इंडिया काबज था कश्मीर पे, अब कश्मीर के नैरेटिव ने इंडिया को काबू किया हुआ। सो इंडियन कश्मीर नैरेटिव हैज नाउ ऑक्युपाइड इंडिया। और इसका नतीजा क्या है? इसका नतीजा ये है कि हिंदुस्तान जो खुद को एक सो कॉल्ड दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी कहता है, वो इस वक्त एक सिविलाइज्ड कौम के तौर पे भी क्वेश्चन मार्क है उसके करैक्टर के ऊपर। जब आप निहत्थे लोगों के ऊपर गोलियां चलाएंगे, जब आप रेप को एज अ वेपन यूज करेंगे, तो आप डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है, आप तो सिविलाइज्ड मुल्क भी नहीं है। सो इसीलिए जब हम पाकिस्तान और हिंदुस्तान के दरमियान नॉर्मलाइजेशन की बात करते हैं और प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने, प्रेसिडेंट साहब ने, पाकिस्तान की सिविल और फौजी लीडरशिप ने बहुत खुले दिल के साथ नॉर्मलाइजेशन की बात की है, लेकिन ये कहना कि कश्मीर के ऊपर आप बात नहीं करेंगे और नॉर्मलाइजेशन होगी, ये तो ऐसे ही है कि किसी के घर में जवान बेटे की लाश पड़ी हो और उसको कहा जाए कि आप शादी की तैयारी करें। मुमकिन नहीं है। जो कश्मीर के अंदर हो रहा है, जो कश्मीर में जिस तरीके की अट्रॉसिटीज हो रही हैं, मुमकिन नहीं है पाकिस्तान के लिए उसको सरफे नजर करना। और पाकिस्तान की लीडरशिप बड़े खुले दिल के साथ ہم ہندوستان کے ساتھ نارملائزیشن میں آگے بڑھنا چاہتے ہیں، لیکن پہلی شرط پھر وہی ہوگی، آپ کو کشمیر کو ایک انسانی نقطہ نظر سے دیکھنا ہے۔ جو اس وقت بنیادی فرق ہے پاکستان اور ہندوستان کی سوچ میں، وہ یہ ہے کہ ہندوستان کشمیر کو ایز اے ٹیریٹری دیکھتا ہے، علاقے کے طور پہ دیکھتا ہے۔ یہ علاقہ چلا جائے گا تو پھر اگلا علاقہ ہم سے کہے گا، پھر اس سے اگلا علاقہ کہے گا ہمیں آزادی چاہیے، اپنانی چاہیے۔ پاکستان کشمیر کو ٹیریٹری کے طور پہ نہیں دیکھتا، ہم کشمیر کو ایک انسانی مسئلے کے طور کے اوپر دیکھتے ہیں۔ ہم کشمیر کو ہمارا جب وہاں پہ لہو بہتا ہے تو ہماری روح کو وہ درد محسوس ہوتا ہے۔ جب کشمیر کے اندر ظلم ہوتا ہے تو ہم پاکستان کے لوگ اس دکھ کو محسوس کرتے ہیں، کیونکہ ہمارا رشتہ کشمیریوں سے انسانیت کا رشتہ ہے، ہمارا ٹیریٹری کا رشتہ نہیں ہے کشمیر سے۔ اس لیے یہ ایک بنیادی فرق ہے جس کو ہندوستان کو سمجھ کے آگے بڑھنا ہوگا، ورنہ آپشنز تو ظاہر ہے، ہندوستان بھی جانتا ہے، پاکستان بھی جانتا ہے، 3 آپشنز ہیں۔ ہم نے کشمیر پہ 3 جنگیں لڑی ہیں، اور اگر آپ کارگل کو بھی ڈال لیں تو 4۔ ہم نے اس کے اوپر ہم ایک اور جنگ بھی لڑ لیں گے۔ اگر جنگوں سے ہی فیصلے ہونے ہیں تو پاکستان کی فوج تو دنیا کی بہترین فوج ہے، وار ٹرینڈ ہے، جنہوں نے ایک اتنے بڑے irregular conflict کو ہینڈل کیا ہے پاکستان کی فوج نے، وہ بھی کر لیں گے۔ لیکن کیا ہوگا؟ آپ بھی اٹامک طاقت ہے، ہم بھی اٹامک طاقت ہے، پھر جو بچے گا وہ آپس میں بات کر لے گا، لیکن بچے گا ہی کچھ نہیں۔ دوسری صورت یہ ہے کہ آپ ایک دوسرے کو، جو اجیت دوول نے کہا کہ offensive defensive، ایک دوسرے کو کمزور کرتے رہیں۔ جس طریقے سے کلبھوشن جادو یہاں پہ پکڑے گئے تو پھر یہ کرتے رہے۔ ہم آپ کو تیسری آپشن دے رہے ہیں، ہم آپ سے کہہ رہے ہیں آئیے کھلے دل کے ساتھ بات کریے، گفتگو کیجئے۔ فطرت انسانی ہے شکیب، جالے لگ جاتے ہیں بند مکانوں میں۔ بات کیجئے، سلوشن نکالیے، اور سلوشن نکلے گا جب ہندوستان اپنی سوچ تبدیل کرے گا، کشمیر کو ایک ٹیریٹری نہیں سمجھے گا، وہاں کے بسنے والوں کو زندہ جاوید انسان سمجھے گا، اور ان کے دکھ کو انسانیت کا دکھ محسوس کرے گا۔ مجھے انشاءاللہ امید ہے کشمیر کی آزادی کی جو جدوجہد ایک 1947 سے شروع ہوئی ہے، پھر جس طریقے سے 1999 کے بعد 1989 کے بعد ہوئی ہے، فوری طور کے اوپر ہندوستان کو چاہیے آرم فورسز اسپیشل پاورز ایکٹ ریپیل کرے، کشمیر کو نارملائز کرے، اور پاکستان کے ساتھ بیٹھے کشمیر کے اوپر بات کرے، اور ہم انشاءاللہ تعالی کشمیر کے لوگوں کی امنگوں کے مطابق کشمیر کا حل دیکھ رہے ہیں، اور اسی جانب انشاءاللہ ہم پاکستان کی جو سول قیادت ہے وہ بھی بالکل واضح ہے، فوجی قیادت بھی بالکل واضح ہے۔ انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم کشمیر کے لوگوں کے لیے، ان کے حقوق کے لیے ان کے ساتھ کھڑے ہیں۔ بہت شکریہ، بہت مہربانی۔
Gentlemen, we are honored to have with us today Mirwais Muhammad Azad Shah, uncle of President of APHC, Mirwais Umar Farooq. And I would now request all of the participants to please have a look at the video speech by the President of All Parties Hurriyat Conference, Mirwais Umar Farooq.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. On the occasion of Kashmir Solidarity Day, I am pleased to know that the South Asian Strategic Studies Institute is organizing a seminar to highlight the plight of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Friends, when today Kashmir Solidarity Day is being observed across Pakistan and across the world, and various programs are being held within Pakistan and in different parts of the world to emphasize the need for a just resolution of the Kashmir dispute, the people of Jammu and Kashmir continue to suffer at the hands of the Indian forces of occupation, who don't let any occasion to go without brutalizing the population of Kashmir by going on a rampage of killing and wounding the people, especially the youth, besides harassment and destruction of property at large scale. The violation of human rights is at its peak and every oppressive tactic is being utilized to intimidate and compel the people, in particular the youth, to submission, forcibly, and thus forcing them to choose the path of violent struggle, which ultimately results in the loss of the precious lives of our valued youth on almost daily basis. When we look at the past year, 2018, we see that throughout the year, the Indian forces continued to use every inhuman, unethical, and undemocratic method of coercion and suppression against the people to make them give up their legitimate struggle for the right to self-determination. In realizing this nefarious design, they killed more than 161 unarmed civilians and 285 armed youth during the past year. Because of the pending Kashmir dispute, which has led to continuous tension between the confronting armies of India and Pakistan, we saw last year that 27 people across the ceasefire line were killed as well. While putting curbs on the religious freedom of the people during 2018, the historic Jama Masjid was closed by the authorities at 16 occasions to prevent people from offering Friday prayers. While as I personally was stopped from offering Friday prayers for 17 times and put under house detention for 113 days during the past year. In the action of government forces, more than 4,524 unarmed civilians and protesters were wounded, out of which 724 persons got eye injuries, which resulted in their total or partial loss of eyesight. In April month of 2018, in the Shupian village, on one particular day, 63 civilians were injured by the government forces. While as on 25th of November of the same year, and in the same area, 19-month-old girl, baby Hiba, got shot through the pellet gun, which resulted in the damage of her one eye. During 2018, 5,600 people were arrested, and a number of them have been incarcerated in the various jails of India, in Kashmir and outside Kashmir. Most of the resistance leadership and activists are under detention or house arrest or in police stations during the most part of the year. Even persons associated with media were subjected to brutality of the government forces and were prevented from carrying out their professional activities at many occasions. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference, in its annual report on human rights in Jammu and Kashmir for the year 2018, has documented these atrocities and human rights violations in detail. In these circumstances, where Kashmiris are living under continuous suppression, intimidation and threat to their life, honor and property at the hands of the occupiers, the continuous support of the people of Pakistan, the government of Pakistan, and all the institutions of Pakistan gives them hope and strength to carry forward their legitimate struggle to decide their future as per their will. And the people of Kashmir have always considered the support of Pakistan crucial for the success of the struggle for self-determination. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has time and again reiterated the fact that Kashmir is a political and a human issue, which cannot be resolved by military means or military might. And any tactic on that regard will further complicate the issue rather than getting us out of it. I take this occasion to thank the people and the government of Pakistan once again for the valuable support for our just cause. Besides, I appeal to the international community to come forward and fulfill its responsibility for the resolution of Kashmir dispute and end the suppression and atrocities being committed on the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, federal ministers, member of cabinets, member of all parties Hurriyat Conference, excellencies, dignitaries, and august audience. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. It is a matter of great honor for me to be part of this session and represent the women, the children and the oppressed people of my homeland, Indian occupied Kashmir. Ladies and gentlemen, Aisha Esther Safi was born in the Valley of Death, Baramulla, Kashmir. I am one among those many who saw Kashmir turn into the world's largest open-air prison, and only ever heard of stories when Kashmir was referred as the paradise on earth. My family and I migrated to Pakistan when the bloodshed in Kashmir by the hands of Indian occupational forces was at its peak. Born in a conflict means being raised differently. We breathe air that is heavy with the smell of blood and gunpowder. We grow up with the noise of army boots kicking our home doors at any point of time. We hear Indian army personnel passing lewd remarks on females. We see Indian occupational forces fingering their tigers stationed every 10 yards apart on our roads, on our homes, in our hospitals, in our school, colleges, and even in our universities. Mr. President, in Indian occupied Kashmir, we Kashmiris are humiliated every day. We, the natives, have to prove our identity to the alien occupiers. Every child born in conflict has scars. You saw the pictures of Hiba Nisar, the 18-month-old Kashmiri girl who was hit by pellets and damaged her one eye. But ladies and gentlemen, we have hundreds and thousands of Kashmiri children who have scars. Those invisible scars, but they are really deep. Because the scars of occupation are really deep. The scars of psychological trauma committed by India are long-lasting and life-changing. As a girl, we grow up listening to the stories of Snow White and Cinderella. But in Kashmir, we grow up listening to the bitter truths of Konanposhpura, the two villages where women were raped and gang-raped by the age of 8 and 80 years old. We are brought up by the stories of Asya and Nilofer, Muniba the bride and the 8 years old Asifa, who was brutally tortured and gang-raped. As a woman of Kashmir, we have borne many sacrifices and we have borne many losses. We have lost our lives, we have lost our dignity, we have lost our loved ones, and we have lost them disappear and never to return back. And the world has given us a new coin, new term, the half-widow. If we peacefully protest, ladies and gentlemen, we are killed, as we were killed in 1931, in 1989, in 2008, in 2010, in 2016, and even yesterday. If we are lucky to escape the bullets, we are being hit by the pellets. And if somehow we escape the pellets, we are being booked under Public Safety Act. Even the safety of our homes are not guaranteed. Daring to look outside our own house window, we are flooded with the pellets, as in the case of Insha Mushtaq. And ladies and gentlemen, even in the safest place, the lap of a mother is not safe for us in Kashmiris, because the Hiba, the 19-month-old, was hit by a pellet when she was in the arms of her mother. Our resilient and brave women come out on the roads alongside the men of Kashmir, but Indian occupational forces use criminal acts to break their will and spirit by torturing and firing upon civilians and going to the extent of cutting off the hair of women. Our youth are used as a human shield, and those who are martyred are dragged. The myth that only a dead Kashmiri is a good Kashmiri was proven wrong when our young brothers were dragged on the streets of Indian occupied Kashmir. If we protest, ladies and gentlemen, online, our Facebook and Twitter accounts are disabled and blocked. Our WhatsApp is under surveillance. Our families are intimidating. If we dare to write and speak and narrate our stories, true stories, we are either killed, booked under Public Safety Act, or made to disappear. Ladies and gentlemen, India is killing us every day, but it is India who is at the loss in front of resilient Kashmiris. India gives up the idea of being the so-called largest democracy on earth in the world when they try to kill the idea of freedom in Kashmir. It is India at loss when Parveena Anger still has the courage to search for her son for about 30 years. It is India at loss when Asya Indrabi, Qasim Fathu, and their two sons, Muhammad and my brother Ahmed, they refuse to give up after 26 years of continuous detention and torture. It is India at loss when deploying the largest military presence in modern history, yet Yashwant Sena says that we have lost Kashmir. It is India at loss when Foreign Minister of Pakistan attends a Kashmir conference and Indian government are refused by British government to stop him. On this Kashmir Solidarity Day, ladies and gentlemen, the people of Kashmir continue to look towards Pakistan. India have time and again shown their fear of Pakistan advocacy and support for the Kashmir cause. No longer can India hide and whitewash their crimes. I close with a reminder that every day is a referendum for us. When people of Kashmir protest on the streets against India, that is our referendum. When our martyrs are wrapped in Pakistani flags, ladies and gentlemen, that is our referendum. When we Kashmiris celebrate 14th August and mark 15th August as Dark Day, that is our referendum, ladies and gentlemen. And if India is still deaf to the truth, then let us remind them again, hum Pakistani hai, Pakistan hamara hai. And we will continue to remind India and rest of the world that nothing less than the Azadi is acceptable, because as humanity matters, Kashmir matters. I, Shaista Safi, I am Kashmir. You all are Kashmir, because injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only the miseries and sufferings of the people of Jammu and Kashmir speaks volume to the unprecedented violations of human rights by Indian forces, but UN reports are also a vivid evidence to endorse these perpetuating brutalities. The United Nations has recently released a comprehensive, independent international investigation into allegations of human rights violations in Kashmir, covering the excessive use of force, the killings perpetrated over the years, pellet firings, arbitrary arrests and detentions, torture, enforced disappearances, sexual violence, and reprisals against human rights defenders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a glance.
This is the daily life in Kashmir, occupied by India through its brutal forces of over 600,000 soldiers. Kashmiris are taking to the streets and staging forceful demonstrations against the routine killings and disappearances of the youth. These Kashmiris have one demand: freedom through their birthright to self-determination promised by the UN. but the security forces are crushing this demand with the excessive use of guns and the most lethal pellet guns. Displaying barbarism in the outskirts of Srinagar just 10 days ago, the Indian Army on 16th January 2019 killed a freedom fighter, Saqib Shafi Dar, belonged to Pulwama, and chopped off his body parts before setting it on fire.
مطابق مناسب شہید کارن مگر مناسب مسجد کارن کہ نماز کو مسجد باغ تبھی نماز چھچ نمبر گان پوڑ بیاز ژس زنگ ز بیاز ٲسس نٲر تہِ ژٔٹمٕژ اکھ تہٕ بُتھ حظ اوسمُت سورُے زٲلِتھ یہِ چھُنہٕ ٹھیٖک گژھان کینٛہہ اَمہِ سۭتۍ چھِ سونٛچان دپان چھِ اَمہِ سۭتۍ گژھِ مِلٹنسی کم سۄ گژھِ نہٕ ییٚتہِ کم کینٛہہ ییٚتہِ ہُرِ مُجاہدیٖن نیرن زیادٕ زیادٕ ییٚتہِ آو بچن آو زیادٕ جر وۄنۍ ہیٚکن نٔے بچہِ تہِ اتھ نیٖرِتھ یہِ گوٚو نہٕ یہِ چھُنہٕ رُکن وول.
Amnesty International says India and its security forces are abusing sweeping powers given to them under the Armed Forces Special Powers Act to search, arrest and shoot people. It was midnight of 17th October 2018 when Srinagar police barged into the home of 30 years old Rais Ahmed Hanga. Rais, who had a wife and a 16 months old son, owned and run a bakery in Fateh Kadal neighborhood of Srinagar. They abused the family and took Rais along with them to check the house. After finding nothing during the search, they brought Rais downstairs and started beating him and later shot him dead and set his home on fire.
हम लोग तो सोए हुए थे, ये आए अचानक से उठा के ले गए, मारा, ड्रैग किया, उसको इज़ा दिया इन्होंने. फिर जाके सुबह सुनते हैं रईस है नहीं, इनको उस पे शक था, ये उसको अरेस्ट कर सकते थे. उस अल्लाह के पास क्या जवाब देंगे? इस छोटे बच्चे की क्या गलती है? 16 महीने का बच्चा है, रात को उठ के बाप को ढूंढता है. तब तो 16 का था, 19 में चला, अभी भी बाबा बाबा करता है. मेरे बच्चे को यतीम क्यों बनाया?
5 फरवरी है और पूरी पाकिस्तानी कौम इजहार यकजहती कर रही है मकबूजा कश्मीर के कश्मीरियों के साथ, जिन्होंने बड़ी हिम्मत के साथ बर्बरियत का मुकाबला किया है, अज़्म से, हिम्मत से, हौसले से, तदब्बुर से. मुझे आज बेहद खुशी होती, आज हुर्रियत की क़यादत आज़ाद होती, आज उनके पासपोर्ट ज़ब्त न होते, आज उन्हें इजहार का मौका मिलता, आज वहाँ संगीनों के नीचे लोग आज़ादी के नारे न लगा रहे होते. ये हक इन्हें मिल के रहेगा. ये अज़्म, ये हिम्मत, ये हौसला जो एक नई जवान नस्ल में मुंतकिल हो चुका है, इससे बिल्कुल वाज़ेह हो चुका है कि ये तहरीक अपने मुंतकी अंजाम को पहुँचेगी. पाकिस्तान का बच्चा, पाकिस्तान का हर इदारा, पाकिस्तान का हर दानिश्वर, हर आदमी जो लिख सकता है, जिसके हाथ में कलम है, वो कश्मीरियों के साथ है. हम उनकी कुर्बानियों को सलाम पेश करते हैं, उन बहनों को, उन बच्चों को, उनकी अज़मत को सलाम पेश करते हैं जो अपने हक़ खुद इरादियत के लिए अपनी जद्दोजहद जारी रखे हुए हैं.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.